Hello. Today I'm going to talk about tragedy of the commons. Tragedy of the commons basically is an overexploitation of a common resource which leads to depleting the land or resource and it's not able to replenish itself. So then individual users act independently according to their own self-interest. This is in terms of profit gain to get a big amount of money or profit from a short amount of time. This is relevant to today's world because our resources are limited, and at the rate we're using them, the entire world, they will eventually vanish and be gone, and we wouldn't be able to use them until they reproduce again. But in terms of fossil fuels, this will take millions of years all over again until we're able to use it. And we're getting to the point where we can't use it anymore almost. We're almost reaching that limited point. For example, this is in terms of farmers. So private owners of land, farmers can use this land in many ways, but the way to properly use it to have the resource be reusable is taking the resource, which is the land, and splitting it up into different sections. This can be 3 to 5 sections. And so what farmers on privately owned land can do is take one section and put all their cattle in there. They use the land for food, for just exercise, or to do their business. So then once this land can't be used anymore because there isn't enough grass for the cattle to feed on, or the land is getting too dry, so it's getting to the point where nothing can grow again, the farmers move the cattle to another section of the land so they can use that land because it's been replenishing itself from the last time it's been used. This process makes the overall land mass more stable and can be reused over and over again. It's sustainable living for cattle. And so unfortunately, without this organization, the resource that is the land can't be used anymore because when it's a huge common area of land, the individual farmers use it to their advantage in terms of trying to get as much as they can from one area. They'll just put all their cattle at once in and take as much as they can out. And so then that leaves the land very much not usable anymore and can't be replenished because the land has taken all the grass out from the cows eating it. The grazing of the compression when the cattle, other animals use it, there's no aeration in the soil, so then the soil is unstable. And so then nothing else can be grown, so that means it's just not usable. Even for building for more structures, infrastructure can't be used for that either. So this is what tragedy of the commons is. It's like using up as much of the resource as possible in some amount of time, and then it can't be used anymore. And so this is happening to our natural resources with fracking especially. Fracking is the process where companies drill into the ground to get the small amounts of natural gas and crude oil from small gaps in the land from deep layer in the ground. And this is very laborious, and especially it's damaging to the environment because this process uses a lot of chemicals and it's not safe for the land or other animals. So after this process of drilling happens, chemicals are still around, still present, and so no one can really live off it. Animals, humans especially. But then another safer alternative was just stripping away the different layers of land. This is all right, but then afterwards it's a huge exposure of land. And this is still unusable because it's not, you can't use it anymore. The fertile soil that was on top of the land has been stripped away and can't use it anymore. So this is another version of Tragedy of the Commons with a more demanding resource. And so overall, this concept of the common in this world needs to be addressed, and through sociology, it's a great gateway to addressing and adapting this concept. So, thank you.